What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's happening, y'all? I know y'all like, girl, what is this? Okay, listen. So I just got through watching the Empire season finale. And I'm gonna start this off by saying I know that it was supposed to be 20 episodes this season before the series ended. Girl, let me get this head together. When you ain't got your girl, it's just so fucking much. But anyway, Lucius, this what real locks look like, okay? Not that shit that you had on your hair in the earlier season, this early season. But anyway, so after 6 seasons, or I don't know, was it 6 seasons or some shit like that? I have no idea. I lost count. Y'all know I used to review Empire. Okay. Empire when it came on was that show. It really was. Around like the third season or something, I don't know, something kind of switched, okay? The music kind of changed. When Timbaland got off of it, the music kind of changed. I don't know. I don't know. But it was still watchable. Around these last couple of seasons, it just got really unbearable. And then this last season period, it was just really unbelievable, okay? And I was just like, you know what? I can't take it anymore with the decline of what was going on with this show. Now, like I said at the beginning, or I was starting to say at the beginning, I understand that because of this situation that we're going through, this pandemic or whatever, they did not get a chance to put on the last two episodes that was supposed to round out the series finale. So they just made episode 18, which we saw last night, to be the series finale. Now, even if that's the case, because I guess they didn't film it or they didn't finish filming it or whatever because production shut down, everything shut down. That's fine, whatever. But I don't know. Even if the last two episodes would have came on, it still wouldn't have tied up the whole series. And it just, I don't know. I just, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the way that this show has gone, and especially this last season. This last season, and the show was already surrounded by controversy with the Jussie Smollett situation, which cost him his job and put a damper on already declining show. The show was already declining by that time. Okay. And then that whole scandal happened. And then, more people, not necessarily saying that that's in conjunction to, but more people just were like, fuck it. I'm not really into Empire like that. And I was one of those. Okay. I just didn't feel like when I start reviewing the show and watching the show and it gets to a point where I'm not eager to watch it on the day that it comes out, at the time that it comes out, and it takes me days to actually get to it, that's how I know the show just ain't good no more, or it just ain't for me no more, okay? And that's how it was with Empire. When I started reviewing Empire, it took me days to actually watch it. And I'm surprised that I actually went on ahead and watched the series finale, maybe because it was the series finale. And what I just did not like about it was so many things about this season that I did not like. And I just felt like because they got word saying that this was going to be the last season, they just wanted to throw so much at us and to make it, I guess, action packed and drama packed or whatever. But see, that's a drawback. You can have so much drama, you can have so much action in a show, in a movie, or whatever. But if it's not coming together and it's not being cohesive with the previous seasons or previous plot lines and storylines that have not completed, why are we bringing in more stuff that we're not going to be able to expand on fully because we're not getting another season? All right. There were many seasons, many storylines that came and went and never got closed. One of the main storylines, okay, I'm bringing this up because y'all know I got an issue. That's the only reason why I'm on here. I'm bringing this up because one of those, okay, in his last season, we saw Andre. I hate what they did to his character. Now, throughout the series, we already knew that Andre was dealing with mental illness. He was bipolar, probably a little bit schizophrenic, manic, bipolar, just whatever you want to call it. He was bipolar for sure. He had that, but he probably had a little bit of schizophrenia. We don't know, or I don't remember. But they were trying to get him treated. He seemed like he was having everything under control. But then all of a sudden, when he had this issue with his heart, the cancer or whatever, and then he had to get Kingsley heart, all of a sudden, I just felt like they was making a mockery of people with into certain mental illnesses. Okay, and granted, I'm pretty sure people probably do have these type of hallucinations and multiple personality disorders and stuff like that, but I just didn't like the way they went about it, in the show. And I know it's fiction, but goddamn, mental illness isn't fiction. Okay, he up here talking to Kingsley taking over his body because he got Kingsley heart up in him. The whole situation with Kingsley mama coming up in the picture trying to own part of empire in exchange for the heart. And girl, it was just a mess. And then he going off the deep end trying to take over Terry and the baby, and that. And now he want to get, all of a sudden, what saved him is him going to a church and baptizing, damn near drowning himself to exorcist or whatever the fuck, get Kingsley out of him. And that was it. I said, so it just took him to get a little holy water on him and he would have been fine instead of just getting on the medic. Girl, I said, if y'all don't get up out of here with me with this, okay? I just didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I did like the fact though that they didn't make Terry go ahead and get right back with him after he went through that. And she said, no, boo, we got to hold off on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't trust you right now. You got to earn me back, okay? And you ain't showing me nothing that you earning yet, okay? So get to doing what you're doing. And once I feel like I'm ready, I'll let you know. So I was cool with that part. But that whole Kingsley storyline and him taking over and just being just a asshole, it was just too much. And I was just like, no. Throwing in there about Cookie shooting Tasha Smith, which was now Carol, that's her name, shooting her boyfriend. That storyline came out of nowhere just because she shot the white girl, White Tracy. Okay, wow, we just not throwing that up in there, and then they ended that so quick. And then I was just like, okay, they ain't even put Carol up in the season finale, Then the whole shit like them going off, and it was just stupid. I said, why are we bringing all these stupid plot lines? Okay, now they really had something when they brought in the storyline about the Bossy Entertainment, the girl boss, and all that stuff, and then they fucked it up when they had Giselle out here, Nicole Ari Parker's out here, fucking around with Damon Cross, doing his dirty shit, and then they also, one of the most fucked up storylines that I'm really pissed off about with the character development. You took Becky, played by Gabby Sidibe, who literally was a B character, okay? She really didn't have that much. She would come in this time, be the comic relief or whatever, and we always wanted to give her some more lines, or whatever throughout the whole show. And she had a good, when she did come onto the series and onto the scenes or whatever on the episodes, she did have a good plot line. She did have a good storyline or whatever. But then we seen her struggling from the bottom, being like an assistant or whatever, trying to be an A&R rep, trying to do all this stuff, and now she's at Boston Entertainment and she's on her own label. Cool, fine. But what I hate what they did with her character by making her be a bitch a little bit, and then the drug aspect. Why did she have to turn to drugs? Why did that's a typical, I know shit like that happen in the music industry, but why did we have to show that with this black woman right here? And it ain't even got nothing to do with her being black, but still, I just threw that out there because I wanted to. Fuck y'all. But my whole thing is, why did we have to have that storyline? Okay, it didn't make sense. It didn't fit. I'm like, is they gonna put this storyline in here for a reason to make it seem like later on in the show she gonna overdose and then we gonna have to have a come to Jesus moment with her? Never happened. Never got found out that she was doing the drugs or whatever. So what was the point? What was the point of showing us that? Because you couldn't show us that in the last 2 episodes either. Okay, so I was like, that was really pointless. Bringing on this Yana chick and this storyline between Lucius and Yana. I mean, maybe it was needed for some drama between Damon Cross, but I feel like they could have went about it a different way. It was stupid. And then her ending at the end, having her daddy take her out by accident, and then I was just like, that was dumb to me. And then Lucius going after him by himself and then almost being killed by him. But, let's now acknowledge the fact that Lucius does have a prosthetic leg. Okay, I said, bitch. First of all, I forgot that Lucius lost his leg because the boy been walking around here like he had his leg. I mean, not a limp in sight when he couldn't do it in the first place. But I said, okay, so it just took him to hit him a couple of times in the head with the prosthetic leg, and bust his head open, and he did. That's it. I said that was so anticlimactic. We already know Damon Cross was not gonna kill anybody. And what made me so mad about this also, because the ending was so corny, the ending was so cheesy, the ending was so anticlimactic because of the simple fact that if you looked at some of the previews throughout the season early on, they made it seem like it was one preview. They made it seem like Lucius was really gonna be fighting for his life. Like he was gonna be in a shootout. Somebody was gonna get him. We never found out who was exact. Okay, well we did find out who was in the coffin. That was Kingsley. What happened to the mama? We never found out what happened with that whole vision thing or whatever. Remember, one of the episodes started off with Cookie in the car, and that was a real thing. It wasn't no dream or whatever, because she was like, "This, you wondering how we got here, right?" And they went back, and they never came back to it. When Cookie was in the car, she was doing something. She turned the car on, and the car blew up. I thought that's how the show was gonna end or some shit like that. And I was like, wait a minute, we never got back to that. This whole storyline about Hakeem, who has not really been on the show this second half, or hell, this whole season, he hasn't really been on the show. And then when he comes on the show, he's on the show like nobody's telling us how his lung is, because he working with a lung and a half. Okay, next thing you know, he fucking around with Tiana, and not just fucking around with her. He got married to Myra. All of a sudden, Myra, the assistant who was Peach's daughter from jail, she want to be a singer. She an assistant and all this stuff. She done weasel her way all the way up to an assistant and working for this and working for that. Now she want to be a singer. Now she married to Hakeem. Now she being... I'm sitting here like, what is going on with this? Everybody want to be a singer. Everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody want this. I'm just like, no, this is not coming together for me. And the main storyline that I did not understand and don't understand why they put in here if they was not going to complete it. Remember the host with the Dubois family? The Dubois family. Felicia Rashad, okay? Claire Huxtable, Remember when Kingsley went to jail to go and see her? And they was going to hatch a plan where they was going to come up, using each other to get at the lions. Okay, well, Kingsley got killed, and then we never came back to that plan. Then later on in the episode, on the season, we saw when the family, the Dubois family, came together like they was hatching out a plan to get revenge for their brother, their family member being killed, and for their mama being Tay D's character, and their mama being in jail to take down the lions. Never came back to that. Never came back to that. Open plot, open story. And I'm just like, so what was the point? I feel so incomplete. I feel so stupid. Like I'm waiting for this shit to happen, and it didn't happen. It could have went so much better. And truth be told, granted, in 2 episodes they wouldn't have been able to tie that up either. I think they were just gonna leave that open. Like, is it supposed to happen in a movie or something, or what's happening, a TV movie or whatever? I'm not understanding. I feel like, Lee Daniels and whoever else is on this show could have did a whole lot better with this when it came to this last season. It was just a lot of open-ended stuff, and it just felt really, really, really rushed, okay? They trying to do this story about Lucius and Cookie just now coming to the realization that, who she really is and how she's not just Cookie, she's also Laretha. It took you 6 seasons or however many seasons to realize that, girl. I don't know. I don't know. I had so much hope. Like, Empire was one of the shows that I loved to watch. Like, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to get to it. Couldn't wait to listen to the music or whatever. And then for it to end the way that it ended, it was just like, no, baby. I'm just highly disappointed. Maybe I'm a little bit too critical, but when you come from the mind frame that I've come from, and that's what happens when a lot of us get on here and we review stuff or whatever, and especially when it's something that we were so into, we become a little bit probably more disappointed than anybody else as when things don't end the way that it's supposed to. I'm just tired of these shows ending having series finales that are just whack. and that's been a trend. Power disappointed me. This disappointed me. Baby, the only hope that I got right now is How to Get Away with Murder. And I don't even think that's come on tomorrow because everything just been off. No new shit really been coming on this week. I don't know what's been going on, but yeah, it's not coming on. And I just felt some type of way because I had high hopes. I really did. I really did. And y'all know I used to love this show. Y'all know. Um, but yeah, tell me how you felt about it. Tell me what you thought would have been different. Bitch, I'm watching not Power, Empire. And all I'm thinking about is like, damn. Even when Star wasn't even having its series finale, okay, it wasn't even supposed to be its season finale. Like that season finale or that ending alone was just bomb. Okay, that's something that we could have expounded on. See, they had it right. The formula that they were doing, I don't know what happened. What happened between Empire and Star, where the lines got crossed up or whatever? Because I think the same people who was doing Empire was doing Star. How come y'all made Star the superior show? Because baby, Star should have been on. Star should still be on at this point because the way that shit ended, suspenseful, bitch. Okay, like we was in it. Who got killed? Did Cassie get killed? I know she got shot the fuck up. Where is the baby? Okay, who took the baby? All right, what is gonna happen? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Bring Star back and take us. Like, I'm not gonna make myself mad because I'm still upset about Star being gone, but y'all feel what I'm saying. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. If you watch Empire throughout the whole series and you've been an avid watcher and was a fan of it, is a fan of it, saw the finale, tell me, how did you feel about the season as a whole? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you think I'm being a little bit too critical? Or do you think I'm on point? Or, just let us just discuss, okay? And I will see y'all later. Peace. Stay safe. Stay y'all asses in the house. I know some of y'all motherfuckers said, bitch, it's open up on Friday. Keep in the house, okay? Keep in the house. Don't do that. Step your picky toe out there. Stand on your porch. Breathe in some air and then go right back in. Okay, get your mail and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Go to the store. But I don't want to hear and see none of y'all that I know for sure that follow me on Instagram and I follow you on Instagram and you live down in Georgia or Florida or whatever, in Georgia in particular. Okay, let me see y'all into somebody's bowling alley bowling on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm unfollowing you because I'm like, bitch, didn't I tell you to keep your ass in the house? Okay, okay.